Good day, sixth graders. This is Cherosi, and I'll be your science teacher for today. I'm here to assist you virtually in our science lesson. Are you ready? I'm sure you are ready. Today, our lesson in science will evolve about gravity. Welcome. I know you are excited for a fun learning session. For today's objective, we are expected to infer how friction and gravity affect movements of different objects. Aside from that, we're going to learn that gravitation and frictional forces affect the movements of different objects. Like what I told you, like what I asked you, are you ready, guys? Today's science lesson will evolve in gravity and friction. Are you familiar with gravity and friction? Let's find it out now. All right. What is gravity? Gravity and friction work in our daily life. Both gravity and friction are kinds of forces. Gravity keeps everything on Earth firmly on ground, while friction is a force that resists the movement of an object sliding against another. Frictional force keeps cars from slipping off roads and helps certain machineries function properly. Let's do this. For further participation, we're going to tackle this one by one. Examples. Slides can be on a pool or a playground. The downward force pulling on you towards the ground when you slide is referred to as gravity. When you throw stone upward, automatically the stone will fall down. Have you experienced them? Now let's proceed with learning task 1. The first one is showing an illustration, and let us answer the questions that will follow. Question number 1, what do you think will happen with the sipa if the boy did not catch it with his foot? Do you think it will fall to the ground? Why or why not? You may write your answer on your paper. Question number 2, what kind of force acts on the object that makes it move downward every time it tossed upward? Write your answer on your paper. So we will be giving you enough minutes to answer to write your answer on your paper. Question number 3 on the same illustration. Does friction act between the sipa and foot of the boy? Write down your answer. For question number 4, how does friction act on the movement or direction of the sipa? Write your answer on your paper. You can do this. Take your time. Also for learning task 1, question number 5, how does gravity and friction affect the objects used in playing sipa? Remember, when thinking about gravity, have you ever speculated what would happen if the axis of the planet moved toward the sun? Do this activity and find out as a form of family bonding. Perform this activity with 4 of your family members. Good luck! Happy learning with your family members. Now it's activity time. Make sure that you are attentive. So just be attentive, be active, and be awesome. Good luck, guys, for your activity time. Now let's move forward. Learning task 2 is about observing gravity, but we need the following materials at home. We need large tablecloth, large stone, and a marble. Make sure that you already have those materials. Procedure. The first procedure includes ask your family members to tightly hold the corners of a large tablecloth or sheet. Number 2, place a heavy object such as a stone in the center of the cloth. This makes the center of the cloth bend downward. Number 3, roll a marble so that it spirals around the stone. Observe what happens. And number 4, change the speed and the initial angle of the marble as you roll the marble on the cloth. Record what you observe. Let's do this, guys. After these 4 steps, the next steps will follow. Number 5, replace the heavy stone with the lighter stone in the center of the tablecloth and roll the marble again. Observe the movement of the object compared with the previous observations. Image taken from the Google. This is a sample of what we're going to act or to do. Replace the marble with other round objects like table tennis ball, small ball, bearing, and the like. Observe the movement happen, and then afterwards record your observation on the table. So how does the table look like? Let us see. On this slide, the table 1, we can see an object used in the center. We use heavy stone and a lighter stone. On the second column, I mean observations on the movement of the object marble when rolled. So what have you observed when you rolled the marble? And the third column, observation on the movement of other objects replacing the marble when rolled. Are you ready to do that? Let's do this. And don't forget to record all the findings. You can repeat the activity if you are still confused, and don't hesitate to ask for assistance. Now, these are the guide questions. Write your answers on your answer sheet. First question, how do the speed and angle of the marble rolled on the cloth affect the path and movement of the rolling marble? Second question, what have you observed to the movement of the marble rolled when the heavy stone is replaced? So these are the first 2 questions. The next questions are, what have you observed to the movement of the objects replacing the marble when rolled? How does the tablecloth activity demonstrate the effect of gravity on the movement of objects? So try to imagine, how does the tablecloth activity demonstrate the effect of the activity? Now, let's move on the learning task 4 with the instruction. Copy the table below on your answer sheet, then list the things that might happen if there is no gravity and friction. My question is, what might happen if there is no gravity? So list down 5 answers and what might happen if there is no friction. List down your 5 answers on your answer sheet. Take your time in answering. Let's proceed with the learning task 5, wherein you will be asked to create a poster advertisement that demonstrates and road safety. Demonstrate road safety. Use a white cartolina for this project-based output. So, all you have to do is to create a poster advertisement that demonstrates road safety using the image or a tricycle. Have you seen a tricycle? Of course. I hope you can follow our instruction. For learning task 7, read the questions carefully and choose the letter of the correct answer. Just write down the letter of your answer. First, where is gravitational force directed as you stand on the floor? A. Upward, B. Forward, C. Backward, and D. Downward. Answer your letter. Or write the best letter. Number 2, which of the following shows the presence of friction? A. Cars continuously roll down hills. B. Things fall off on smooth surfaces. C. People stay in place as they move. D. Cars stop when the driver steps on the brakes. Let's think for the answer. Is it A, B, C, or D? Question number 3. What is the direction of frictional force that acts on an object to the left? A. Upward, C. To the right, B. Downward, D. To the left also. Is it A, B, C, or D? Next question is, which of the following statements is not true about friction? A. It acts upward, opposing the pull of gravity. B. It prevents things from sliding off surfaces. C. It keeps things that are in contact with each other. D. It holds objects that are separated by the great distance. Is it A, B, C, or D? Choose the correct answer. And the last item is item number 5. A delivery man uses wooden ramp when he delivers. Thus, packages do not slide off easily, making his work take longer. What would be the best way to make the packages slide easily? A. Make his wooden ramp wider. B. Use water in his wooden ramp. C. Use a sandpaper to polish and smoothen his ramp. And D. Make his wooden ramp narrower. What do you think is the best answer? Choose the letter of the correct answer. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Wow, congratulations! You did your best. The reference of our lesson is from Learner's Pocket or LIP. Thank you for watching and see you on our next upload. I hope you learned something from this lesson. Thank you so much for watching. For your answer, I will be giving the answer for our next episode, okay? So please subscribe and be notified when I made this video. A next video will be sharing the answer for these questions. Thank you guys and see you again next time. Bye!